Anthropic accidentally leaked the entire source code of Claude Code on the internet 2 days ago, and Twitter is now claiming it to be an elaborate April Fool's prank. But is it really though? Let me explain what actually happened. So, a few days ago, a new version of Claude Code was published. Now, tools like this are usually distributed through NPM, which stands for Node Package Manager, basically, an enormous public library where developers download software. So, when you install a tool from NPM, every file you bundle into your package becomes publicly visible. So, in this new version of Claude Code, a Twitter user discovered that there was an extra file in there that should not have been public, a 59.8 MB debugging file called the source map. And that file contained a complete readable reconstruction of approximately 500,000 lines of Claude Code's internal source code, which means this wasn't just a small leak, it was a full blueprint. And this happened because the developer forgot to add one line to a config file, just one line. And because of that, 512,000 lines of unobfuscated TypeScript code, which is nearly 1900 files, became publicly downloadable by anyone on the internet. So within hours, it was mirrored across GitHub with over 41,000 forks, and Anthropic started filing DMCA takedowns, but the code was already on IPFS, which is a decentralized network that copyright law can barely even touch. Now, to understand why this was such a big deal, you need to understand what a source map actually is. So, when developers write software, they don't ship the raw code directly. They first compress and bundle it so that it loads fast and runs efficiently. But that compressed version is completely unreadable to humans. Now, during development, build tools automatically generate a companion file alongside that compressed code called the source map. Source maps are meant for debugging. They take compressed production level code and map it back to the original human readable source. So instead of seeing messy, minified code, you can reconstruct the entire code base the way developers wrote it. Hence, it was never meant to leave the internal servers, but it did and caused the fiasco. And now there's a rumor of this whole thing being an April Fool's joke. But do you really think that they would have involved DMCA if it were one?